What's going on, y'all? Today we back with another banger. We have the Fear Guard Adidas Athletics I Basketball. The Athletics I Basketball sneaker is a part of the inaugural release of the collaboration between Fear Guard and Adidas, after Adidas announced their long-term partnership back in 2020. As part of the deal, Jerry Lorenzo will now lead Adidas Athletics business and creative strategies, along with having his own Fear Guard Athletics sub-label. Now that will work alongside the Fear Guard Essentials in their main Fear Guard line. Now, earlier this year, we started to see leaked samples, including a slide that garnered mixed reception from folks, and a basketball model that I immediately started to compare to the Yeezy Quantum. Now, Jerry immediately shut down those rumors and said that those shoes would not be a part of the collection. In April of 2023, the collection was officially unveiled at a star-studded invite-only event at the Hollywood Bowl in LA. The show included various models showcasing the clothing and the footwear from the collection, and also had a performance from Pusha T, who performed the hit from the Kids See Ghost album, Feel the Love, in the middle of the runway show. So after almost 3 years, we are finally seeing product from this collaboration. And it might be just in time, as Adidas is projected to see an operating loss for the first time in over 31 years. After cutting ties with Yeezy, we've seen ends of partnerships like Beyonce's Ivy Park brand, and even Nigo, who left to sign a deal with Nike. The Fear Guard Adidas Athletics I basketball sneaker was released starting on December 3rd, 2023 for a retail price of $250. Now, that release occurred on fearguard.com and also on the Confirm app. Before we get into the review of one of the sneakers that I don't know, is Jerry gonna save the day for Adidas? Please, y'all, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, share with your family and friends, because they dope, you dope, I'm dope, we should be here together. My name is Norman Nation, and what you stepped into is what we like to call the House of the Hitters, where we help people cop sneakers for retail. We do dope, exclusive reviews like you're seeing right here, right now. But more importantly, man, we have a dope sneaker community of nothing but sneaker enthusiasts that comes together and fellowship over this thing that we love called sneakers. So hit that subscribe button and join. Now, starting off with the box, what I will say is that Adidas and Fear Guard went all the way in on packaging. So what you're going to first see is a shell box that has your label on it and your tag that says Athletics I Basketball. Now, what you're going to see here is that this is the carbon sesame colorway that was exclusive to Fear Guard. This is my size 11. And you got color code of IE6179. Now, as you get to the main box, you will start to see premium materials all over. So on the top lid, you have that iconic 3 stripes. You do get Adidas Fear Guard on the side. When you open it up, even more packaging. I don't have the shoes in there right now, but you will get these bags that the shoes come in wrapped in paper. So like, one thing I will say, if anything, they package the shoes up. When you get them, they will be secured. So let's break down the design of the Athletics I basketball sneaker. Starting with that outsole, we have a rich, creamy, sail translucent rubber coming in a herringbone traction pattern, very similar to what you'll see on a Quantum. As you move up to the midsole, you'll see some more of that same material. If you look closely, you'll see that the shoe has full lift boost in it, and you will see that you can kind of see some of the uppers behind that midsole. As you move to the uppers, it's primarily consisted of two materials, that being knit at the base and then a synthetic material on top of that. So you'll see black at that midfoot on the heel. This colorway, you'll see sesame on that toe box. On top of those materials, we have a TPU unit that moves from the lateral side of the sneaker back to the heel, and then you'll see it also on the medial side. It assimilates that Adidas 3 stripes branding on the side of the sneakers as well. This also acts as eye stays, where you see you have these thick black laces, and then you have an ankle bungee right above that. And to be honest with you, not a lot of function here to me, but it's there. And then you have a neoprene ankle collar above that. On the inside of the sneaker, you will see that it's black sock liner. Then on the insole, we have black with Adidas branding towards the heel. Overall, I don't mind design on this sneaker. What I will say is that Fear Guard is pretty consistent in their branding. You got people already comparing this shoe to the Nike Fear Guard 1, and I mean, it's pretty much spot on. And then if you look at shoes that's internal to the brand, even like I have right here, it's very similar in aesthetic, and I think that's cool, but it also going to bring some criticism. When I compared it to that Quantum, I do believe that you have to figure out a way to get away from that brand, and that way you can separate yourself as a designer on the Adidas. And I'm telling you, man, listen, Jerry, please, these 3 stripes, just use them, man. That sample pair, I do prefer that one. And I think it's just that iconic 3 stripes. If you just start using it in different ways on the different sneakers in the future, that'd be super dope. But you gotta give a shout out to designers, you know, when they bringing in new companies. You know, Jerry did mention the fact that it was a task of actually getting Fear Guard to actually work with Adidas. So with that being said, I'm still going to give a shout out, man, but I just got to give you a little critique. So let's talk about comfort and fit on the sneaker. Now, obviously with this being the first pair, there's not a lot of reference points out there. Now, I did try the shoe on myself so I can give you my own impression, and I will tell you off the bat that full lift boost is super comfortable. It's very similar to what you experienced with a Quantum. So like if you have worn this shoe in the past, it's the same idea when you're talking about the cushioning on the sole of the sneaker. Now, it did feel a little stiff, and I think that's due to the fact that you do have the synthetic material across the uppers. But it feels like it definitely will break in over time and then allow you to kind of, you know, cut and use the shoe as a basketball sneaker. So I'm very curious to see what basketball players are going to say about the shoe on court. One of the things I noticed is that this neoprene material didn't add much support at the ankle, and this ankle bungee didn't really tighten up the shoe. So I'm very curious to see how that responds in active basketball play. As you move to fit, I went true to size 11. That worked for me. I will say if you have a wide foot, you definitely need to go up half a size. This shoe is unforgiving. It doesn't really give when you're talking about the materials because it's all pretty much one piece. One of the things I noticed is that the open is very narrow as well. I did not believe I can actually get my foot into this shoe. So I really had to force my foot into it. But once it's on, it felt like a glove. But definitely, if you have a wider foot or you got a higher instep, you need to go up half a size. I will say that. In conclusion, the Fear Guard Adidas Athletics I basketball sneaker is dope. I do feel like Jerry and Adidas was trying to get one over the fence with this one. It's been nearly 3 years since the partnership began, so they got to get something out to the public. hearing Jerry explain Fear God's manufacturing process and then Adidas manufacturing process and trying to merge it into one, and just the complications with that, I have to have appreciation for this shoe. I do believe though that there's more to come, and I think they should push the envelope any way that they can get comparisons out the door that's going to come, to a Yeezy, the better. I do believe that they should start using this 3 stripes logo on all their product. As soon as I saw that sample pair, it just stuck out to me. I'm like, okay, that's something that symbolizes that branding of Adidas and Fear God, and we always going to get that. So I think, man, that's the key. That is the key. But with this design right here, this is super clean. I put this on toe, I can see this wear a pair, a joggers or something like that, and going out, and really, spazzing on them, styling on them. But what do you think? Is this something that you would add to your collection? Is it too similar to what we've seen in the past with the Nike Fear Guard 1s? Do you care? Are you just a Fear Guard fan that it doesn't matter what they make, you copping? Let me know in the comments. And again, thank you for watching this content. My name is Norman Nation, and what you just landed in is what we like to call the House of the Hitters, where we help people cop sneakers for retail. We do dope exclusive reviews like you're seeing right now. But more importantly, man, we have a dope sneaker community of nothing but sneaker enthusiasts that come together and fellowship over this thing that we call sneakers. Man, hit the fire.
Hit the fire. I'm telling, man, listen. What more can I do? Man, I'm bringing y'all everything, man. We talking about multiple reviews every week.
I'm going to stay on y'all head tops, man. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Deuces.